What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to the channel. So of course today marks the 3-year anniversary since Eddie Howe signed as Newcastle United's manager. Of course today is the 3-year anniversary since he signed the deal, of course, for a contract until the end of the 23-24 season, and then of course he signed a new deal after that, and he has been our manager for the last 3 years. So it is the 3rd anniversary of Eddie Howe at the club, and I've got to say he's done really well, to be honest, under the circumstances that have been, dealt to Eddie Howe. He's had to deal with a lot of stuff. He's had to deal with 3 years of unlawful rules, which we didn't know at the time when Eddie Howe came in as the manager, or when we got the takeover, that there was unlawful rules happening with the APT cases. We only found that out recently. So when you look at it, it's really great what Eddie Howe has done. He came in as the Newcastle United manager 3 years ago, and he got us to a comfortable position in the Premier League, getting out of the relegation zone, pushing into a respectable place in the league, and then going again in the next season, of course. But absolutely amazing to say that Eddie Howe has now reached his 3rd anniversary at Newcastle United. Hopefully, long may it continue. Long may Eddie Howe be successful at Newcastle United, because I would love to see Eddie go on to be the manager that brings silverware to Newcastle United. I would love to see Eddie Howe be the manager that wins Newcastle United a Premier League title, and to be the first English manager to do it as well, because in all of the years that the Premier League has been around for since 92-93, we've never ever seen an English manager win the Premier League. We've seen a home nation manager win the Premier League. We've seen Ferguson win it. We've seen other managers like that, like Kenny Dalglish at Blackburn winning it, but we've never ever seen an English manager winning the English Premier League. That would be something amazing. It would be amazing to see Eddie Howe being that guy. He deserves it. He's a fantastic manager, and like I say, long may the success continue. Long may the performances continue under Eddie Howe at Newcastle United as well. But moving away from that, of course, we go on to talk about another piece of news, in the fact that Newcastle are going to be going away on a training camp trip to Saudi Arabia once we have played our game the weekend against Nottingham Forest. This will be, of course, another chance for Newcastle to get in some warm weather training. We've seen this in the past. Newcastle's done it quite a few times now, so this won't be something new, but it will help benefit the players to get away, get some warm weather training in, and hopefully freshen ourselves for when we come back off the international break, because we'll be taking on West Ham when we come back off the international break. So after the game against Nottingham Forest, they will be jetting off to Saudi Arabia once again for warm weather training camp, and of course, like I say, this has been done quite a few times now. This will be the 6th time that the club have travelled to the Middle East for similar reasons since Piff took control of the club. But first since, of course, Amanda Staveley departed the club earlier this year. In January of 2022, we saw, of course, the lads jetting off to Jeddah before a further visit to Saudi Arabia in the December of 2022, which took them to Riyadh, where there's, of course, set to return again next week. But also we held training sessions in Dubai during the months of March in 2022, 2023 and 2024. So they're going to be heading off to Saudi Arabia after the game against Nottingham Forest for some warm weather training. Moving on to the next bit of news, of course, and that is the confirmed date for us to take on Brentford in the Carabao Cup quarter final. It's now confirmed that Newcastle will play Brentford on Wednesday, December 18th at St James's Park with 7:45 kickoff. And of course, the tie comes between the Saturday Premier League game against Leicester at home and the Ipswich game away. As was the case against Wimbledon and Chelsea earlier this season as well, the tie wasn't chosen for live TV transmissions, meaning that it will be on Sky Plus, Sky Sports Plus again. The winners of the tie, of course, face a two-legged semi-final in the weeks commencing January 6th and February 3rd. Newcastle will be without Sean Longstaff against the Bees. The midfielder, of course, serves a one-game ban following caution against Wimbledon and Chelsea earlier in the competition. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments below about everything said in this video today. There will be another video coming out on the channel later on today around about 3 o'clock, and that will be to, of course, give the preview ahead of the game on Sunday when we take on Nottingham Forest, of course. So make sure to check that out. Make sure to hit a like on this video, and make sure to, of course, subscribe, turn on the bell for notifications so you don't miss any future videos, and I'll see you all for the next one. Well, lads.